Every species had myths about the lost human fleet. The story went that 300 years ago, humanity's entire military force, 10,000 ships, had chased something into the void beyond the galaxy's edge. They never came back. No distress signals, no wreckage, nothing. The rational species said they'd been destroyed. The romantic ones said they were still fighting, somewhere in the dark. Humans just changed the subject whenever asked, muttering something about classified and need to know. Captain Veltak of the hegemony laughed at the stories. Ghost stories to scare children. If humans had such a fleet, where is it? Why hide your greatest weapons? He was still laughing when his invasion fleet dropped out of hyperspace above Earth. He stopped laughing when Earth's Defense Force consisted of 3 museum ships and a retrofitted cargo hauler. Is this a joke? He broadcast. Where are your defenses? Earth's Admiral Patterson, a tired-looking woman running the defense from what appeared to be a coffee shop, shrugged. This is it. Budget cuts. You know how it is. You're defenseless. Surrender immediately. Nah, give us a minute. She turned to someone off-screen. Sarah, ring the dinner bell. The what? Patterson ignored him, pulling out an ancient-looking radio. She turned a crank, generating power, and spoke into it. Black Fleet, this is Earth. The light is green. Dinner's getting cold. Nothing happened. Veltak laughed again. Calling your imaginary fleet? How pathetic. Space behind him screamed. Not open, not Tor screamed. The void itself seemed to recoil as 10,000 ships emerged from absolutely nothing. They were wrong. Not damaged, wrong. Their hulls were covered in something that light couldn't quite touch. Their engines burned with colors that shouldn't exist. And they were singing. 10,000 ships, broadcasting the same human song. We're coming home. The lead ship, the HSS Unreasonable Response, looked like it had been rebuilt from the bones of dead gods. Its hull was decorated with trophies, pieces of impossible creatures, scales from things that live between dimensions, and what appeared to be the mounted head of a cosmic horror. Earth Command, its captain transmitted. His eyes were completely black, reporting successful completion of Operation Fuck Around. The Devourers have been neutralized. The Void Shepherds have been tamed. We've established a treaty with the things beyond. Also, we adopted something. We're calling it Steve. Steve, Patterson asked. It eats dark matter and purrs. You'll love it. Veltak's fleet tried to scan the human ships. The scanner screamed and died. Several crew members who looked directly at the hulls reported seeing their own deaths, alternate timelines, and one claimed he could taste purple. What happened to you? Veltak whispered. The black-eyed captain turned to him. When he smiled, there were too many teeth. Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. We've been busy. Did you know there are things living in the space between spaces? They're actually quite friendly once you establish dominance. We had to kill a few universe eaters first, but now we play poker on Thursdays. Universe eaters? Yeah, turns out the heat death of a universe isn't natural entropy. It's just really big creatures munching on reality. We asked them to stop. They said no, so we made them stop. He held up something that hurt to perceive. This is one of their teeth. We use it as a letter opener now. One of Veltac's sensors finally got a reading on the human fleet's weapons. The report just said, weapons, yes. All of them, including some that don't exist yet. By the way, the captain continued, you should probably leave. Steve's hungry, and you're approximately snack-sized. Something massive moved between the human ships. It had tentacles, or possibly wings, or maybe they were probability waves. Looking at it was like trying to remember a dream while having another dream. It purred. Reality rippled. Retreat. Veltac screamed. As his fleet fled, he heard the humans casually discussing dinner plans. So, Italian tonight? Sure, but Steve's lactose intolerant. How is an extra-dimensional entity lactose intolerant? We gave it ice cream. Mistakes were made. The human Black Fleet stayed for exactly 1 hour, long enough to file their reports, drop off souvenirs, including a pet black hole named Jeffrey, and pick up 300 years of accumulated mail. Then they vanished back into the void because, as the captain explained, the things beyond invited us to their kid's birthday party, and it's rude to be late. Earth's Admiral Patterson went back to her coffee. Well, that was Tuesday. The Galactic Council immediately reclassified humans from mostly harmless to do not disturb. They have pets from outside reality.